Hey guys, this is Irie Starcraft, and I'm back to cast some more epic 2v2 matchups for you. And this is going to be, this game is going to be on Twilight Fortress, and it's going to be between RuSH, the red Zerg, and Legend, the blue Protoss. And this is from the pack that Legend sent me. As you see, RuSH and Jeff are quickly talking because Jeff is going to be the teal Terran, and his teammate is going to be newbcake, the purple Terran. And actually this team here, newbcake and Jeff, are very highly ranked. They are currently number 37 on the 2v2 North American server. And I actually talked to newbcake for a minute trying to get some replays from him, and I think those will be soon to come, hopefully. So needless to say, this is a top team. It's going to be double Terran, and it looks like they're both throwing their supply depots down at the front to try and start to create this wall off here. And I also wanted to mention, those of you who didn't know, Legend is actually the number 7 2v2 random player on North American servers, so he's definitely a quality player. I haven't seen him play a lot of Protoss, so this should be very interesting. And his partner RuSH is actually a member of the number 6 team in North America. His partner in that ranking is Delta Mall, though him and Legend, I'm not sure what their rank is, if they have much of one. So as this game just is starting to get underway, it looks like we do see Jeff is going to send out his scouting SCV. And so I just wanted to say to you guys, thank you all for watching my vids, those of you that have been, and thumbs up if you like what I'm doing, because I want to get some more people to view my stuff, because I think I'm doing a decent job here and I'm having a lot of fun with it, so I want to get some exposure. So thumbs up my vids and more people will take a look, and that will be super sweet. So RuSH getting a pretty standard defensive play here, getting well, actually no, a pretty early spawning pool, so we'll probably be seeing some, there we go, we're going to see 3 sets of Zerglings come out, and gonna go check out this front here and realize that they will not be able to do anything because newbcake and Jeff have quickly walled this front off already, and Jeff now with the Marine in the back to ward off any kind of attack. So we'll likely be seeing a fast expand from both of these Terran players now that their wall is complete. But you know, these guys, they never cease to surprise me in their playstyle, so I'm very interested to see what is going to happen in this game. We do see Legend with a very, very early Twilight Council, and look where he is hiding this, way up in the top left corner. I mean, there's hiding your tech, and then there's hiding your tech. I mean, seriously. This building is way out here, so you definitely know that the Dark Templars are coming. As you see Legend telling his partner RuSH to bring the Overlord, because you can believe, you've seen this strategy before, with the Dark Templar proxy pylon RuSH, but RuSH's Overlord still so far out here. He actually did not send that out across the map at the beginning, so the Overlord is going to take forever to get there. So we'll see if it's too late by then. But against a dual Terran player that should be ready with some scans, I'm not sure how much those Dark Templars will really do, as RuSH is trying to start pressuring this supply depot down here. Going to decide better of that because there's a bunch of Marines back here. So RuSH content to just sit out here with the Zerglings, massing out more and more. Are we going to see possibly some of them turn into Banelings, because the Banelings nest is already completed, and there they go, a bunch of Banelings morphing in. I'm assuming that is going to be down here, trying to sort of hide that just in case they send a Marine out to take a look at what's happening. But these guys are such veteran players. I mean, newbcake and Jeff, definitely exceptional players, so they should be expecting this Baneling push here. As you see Jeff throwing down a bunch, 3 more barracks here, and getting a bunker there, but it's going to be too late because these Zerglings are going to run right in here and get some nice micro from these Marines, pulling back. The SCVs coming up on the front to try and give some protection there, and the Zerglings wisely thinking, hey, let's run right into here. And here goes the expansion down for Jeff, but I don't think that RuSH is going to be able to halt that or change that in any way, because there are a lot of Marines here microing back, slowly scooting and shooting there nicely, and here comes the SCVs to try and give a little bit of a front, and the Zerglings are going to pull back and try and live as long as they can. Going to get a surround on these 3 Marines are going to go down here, but these Zerglings are going to get cleaned up by the reinforcing Marines, and you see the supply depot rebuilt, but the Dark Templars are already on the field for Legend, Unfortunately, a scan going off for him, so he is forced to pull his Dark Templars back and then getting a little bit ahead of himself, though he did make it through that scan. We're going to see another scan here as he's going to start to take out these SCVs. Here goes the scan. The SCV's getting a surround on those Dark Templars, and they both go down here. The second one actually just going down, those Marines finishing the job. And now this barracks is going to lift off to try and block this, but the Banelings are able to run right in here. Going to blow up on this bunker that had nothing in it, so that actually turned out to be kind of a waste. And it looks like Jeff actually just shot that bunker as the Dark Templars just come right in here with no scan. They did not see this coming. Dark Templars just hacking away at these Marines. And is there enough energy left to scan? We do see two simultaneous scans going off. The Marines trying desperately to catch this Dark Templar, and they are able to do that, but one of the Dark Templars runs into the expansion for Jeff. So Dark Templar chaos right now, running around the Terran's bases as you see the SCVs fleeing as both players now with not enough energy. There's one scan going off, and that Dark Templar is going to go down. A Hellion now out on the field here for newbcake, and these Zerglings are going to be awarded back again. But a lot of damage being done there by Legends Dark Templars, and the Banelings from RuSH opening the way. More Dark Templars in. As we see, they do have the Overlord set up with the pylon, and the same exact thing on both sides. So the Terran players have not figured out that out now. And just as I say that, finally newbcake and Jeff realizing that something crazy is going on here. And I wonder, are they going to find out about the one on the other side, though, as Legend is now warping in two more Dark Templars right into newbcake's expansion. These SCVs are going to die very quickly. And is he going to go for this command center or run right into the main? But there should be enough energy as we see a scan going off here. Look at the micro from Legend, keeping his Dark Templars spread out as much as possible. But right now, as I say that, just as I give him credit for his two-pronged attack, he runs his Dark Templars into the gauntlet of the scan and Marines. And now they're going to finally pick off this proxy pylon. A lot of damage has been done there, but I want to take a look at the income tab right now. As we see no gas for Jeff or newbcake. They have not put any of their SCVs back on gas. They have been desperate to try and stay in this game, getting as many minerals as they can to get those Marines out. And just now, finally, newbcake putting some guys on gas, but way behind in worker count. RuSH, though, really needs to take his expansion. He did not take that opportunity to get one. I'm wondering, because we do see his lair just finally now on the way. We're probably going to see some mutas coming out after that to try and harass the Terrans and keep them in their base. But RuSH really needs to think about taking an expansion right now. I'm going to switch back to production tab. We do see a robotics facility for Legend, but this Cybernetics Corps completely surrounded now by buildings. This robotics facility is just now finishing up. So are we going to see a quick robotics bay and some Colossus for Legend? A tech switch right there. There is the robotics bay, so we are going to be seeing some Colossus coming out as both teams now trying to macro up, and newbcake and Jeff just pumping out as many SCVs as they can. We'll check the income tab again. They are starting to recover. Legend, though, getting a pretty significant economic advantage right now, though the mules for Jeff and newbcake are making up that mineral difference pretty well, but they are behind in the gas. So we are seeing a bit of a lull in the action here as both teams continuing to do this, just macroing up. Still, this Dark Shrine and Twilight Council are just sitting way off here, powered by this one remote pylon, and since no scouting being done by either team right now, as we actually, just as I say that, we do see a scan going off in RuSH's base. So are we possibly going to see a drop, or is he just checking on the tech there, maybe looking for a Spire and not seeing one, because he does not have one? So I'm wondering right now what RuSH is doing. He's got so many drones here, just oversaturating this this mineral patches, but now just finally now getting his expansion. So very late on that. We'll see if that comes back to play a part in this game, as Legend has been teching straight to these Colossus and still not even building a Colossus. So they are pretty weak on the unit total right now. RuSH getting some more Banelings in, so we are going to see a dropship actually coming out now, and newbcake is probably going to see this shenanigans up here and take that out. But we will see if that happens. And now finally a Colossus is out for Legend. So are they going to try and press with that Colossus or keep trying to get more, as you do see two more on the way for Legend. Does he have a second robo, or is that just a cube? He does have 2 robos here now, mass trading Colossus off these 2 bases that he's been mining now for a while. And that extended thermal lance is going to be done shortly. So that is going to play a big role. Do we see any? We do see a starport out here and the reactor going down, so newbcake will be able to get some Vikings out to react to that. But does he even know about that? Are the Terrans going to assume that the Colossi are coming, or what? Because Jeff, I do want to take a look at the units tab to see if the Terrans do not have any Vikings on the field yet. So these Colossus are going to be big trouble right now. So we're going to see an engagement here coming up, and RuSH needs to move out to support, because why leave all these Zerglings and Banelings in the back, right? Possibly worried about a drop. I did not see, where did that drop go? It did already come off the Hellions, did get dropped off in the expansion. I'm sorry I didn't see that, and then the Zerglings are going to quickly surround and clean that up though, but it looks like Legend did lose a lot of probes. No, he sent most of them over to this main, and it looks like some other Hellions here got cleaned up there by this mass army. Legend actually pulling his entire army back for that. So now both players ready to push out together finally. RuSH getting a little bit ahead here, as you do see the sensor towers are going to pick up those units soon if he runs right into range of them. Yes, so now the Terran players do know that the pressure is about to be on. So the Hellions are going to come try and do as much damage here with that blue flame, frying a lot of Zerglings right there. Those Zerglings taking the long way around and losing a lot of them needlessly, but these Hellions are going to overextend themselves and get burnt to a crisp by that group of Colossi. So more Banelings morphing in from RuSH, and now Legend with his Stalker Sentry and Colossus, 4 Colossus, it looks like 5 Colossus, are going to press this front as this wall-up has been completely removed, and there are 4 Vikings out now for Jeff, trying and take some pot shots at those Colossi in the back. The Hellions trying to back up and fry as many of these Banelings as they can. Banelings getting to the front of the Marines, but not a whole lot of damage being done there. More Banelings on the way in, and are they going to reach the bio ball in the back, trying to get in there, blowing up a bunch of Marines in the front, but look at the micro from Jeff pulling back his Marines and his 1 Marauder. Oh, but the Banelings, I just pulled away with it, but the Banelings doubled back at the last second and blew up a crap ton of SCVs, and there's a lot of trouble at the front because these Colossi are just burning up the front. But look at all the Vikings. Jeff has just enough Vikings, some poor positioning right there from Legend. Now finally getting the Stalkers underneath to ward those Vikings away. A siege tank out in the back, but that is going to get surrounded by Lings. And this is a lot of trouble right now for newbcake and Jeff as they're, but this Colossi is going to go down. Legend needs to kill these Vikings, finally killing these Vikings, but not until he had lost all of his Colossi. newbcake taking a command center full of SCVs up to this corner spot, but that is going to get seen by Legend. So, and now Legend has been pumping out reinforcements that entire battle, and he is going to send another group of 4 Colossi and a bunch of Stalkers right up to the front, and Stalkers that he salvaged from the last attack, as the Terran players are desperately trying to rebuild the front. Need more tanks. 1 more tank is now out. Need more Vikings. I only see 2 Vikings out right now. So it looks like Jeff and newbcake are going to be in a lot of trouble. Legend coming in, getting some free shots. This medevac's going to pull back though. And here we go. Going to start pressing the front. Here comes Legend with his Colossi and a mass of Stalkers. And the siege tank's doing a lot of splash damage on these Stalkers, but so many Zerglings are just going to surround those tanks. And the SCV is desperately trying to come off the line and protect this bio ball in the back, but that looks like that is going to be game as Jeff leaves the game. Too many Colossi, too many Stalkers. So really this game came down to the brilliant Dark Templar rush at the beginning to put newbcake and Jeff in a bind at the very start, and they were playing catch up the entire game. I'm just wondering what this ping was about. It looks like some Hellions did run into the base up here of RuSH and were frying drones. But either way, thank you guys for watching. This is Irie StarCraft, and peace out.